Welcome back. Now to a CBS 12 exclusive interview. He's a Palm Beach billionaire, and we want to get to know Jeff Greene. He is running for the U.S. Senate. Want to do a little true or false so you get some of the basic facts out of the way. You're a Palm Beacher.
Yes.
You are a billionaire.
I never comment on that, but that's what they say.
You know where you put the decimal point. Who really cares, right? Democrat now, but you ran for Congress as a Republican. True or false?
True, although I've been a Democrat 54 of the 55 years of my life. That was in 1982, when we were so disillusioned after the Jimmy Carter presidency and the Iranian hostage crisis.
So one-year thing.
Yeah, I went with the Republicans for
the indiscretion of youth, you might say, right?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was your best man at your wedding?
Yes.
True.
True.
Heidi Fleiss is a friend of yours.
No, and someone I knew, and I helped her out when she was being abused and after a place to stay.
Okay, so she's stayed with you before.
Stayed in the guest house.
And you know that's going to come up during the campaign, too.
Well, you know, it's interesting. That's only coming up, really, from reporters. I've talked to probably 10,000 people in the last week and a half, and not one person has really raised anything about my
I would think
past.
it'd be kind of a conversation starter.
You know, people in Florida are so angry and frustrated at what's going on in Washington and the economy and the job situation.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was at an event at Broward County at Kings Point, and I asked every single person, what's the number one issue? And, you know, whether they were 90 years old, 70 years old, 50 years old, they all said jobs.
Okay. I want to talk about oil drilling, because that seems to also be a huge issue. Are you in favor of offshore oil drilling? And what would you do now? How would you approach this whole thing?
Well, the only thing we can do is to aggressively clean this thing up. I mean, before this ever happened, I was asked about oil.
So we're not doing enough right now, then?
You know, I'm not an expert, but I can tell you they seem that they're doing everything they can. I can't tell you, but I think I'm assuming that we have the federal government in there and BP and everyone's working together to get it done. But I can tell you this: before I first announced my candidacy, I came up with a position on offshore drilling, which was that the beaches and the coast are the lifeline of Florida. And there's absolutely no way we should have drilling off these coasts and take the risks that would entail, and look what's happened. This
is getting ugly between Rubio and Chris, but it's getting ugly between you and Kendrick Meek. He has a website, truthaboutjeffgreene.com, says that you're a meltdown mogul, that you made your money really off the backs of people here in the state of Florida. What are your response to that as we take a look at some of they call you the Eddie Haskell of the Democratic Party?
You know, look, this is a desperate career politician.
Kendrick Meek you're talking about?
Of course, who's trying to hold his job. I offered to Florida a choice between career politicians like Kendrick Meek, who have failed us. 7 years he's been in the Congress. During while he's been there, we've lost almost 700,000 jobs. I've created thousands and thousands of jobs over my lifetime, and I'm going to create jobs, get results, and I'm going to put Florida first with no special interest. And I think Kendrick Meek, you know, with the attacks last weekend in the newspaper about the criminal investigation, he's getting desperate, and he's coming up with silly things. Eddie Haskell. I mean, what we want to do is we want to debate Kendrick Meek on the issues and talk about what's important to Florida, so that they have a clear choice this August.
You'll have your chance for that, but it looks like from the standpoint of where we stand right now in the race, we have three candidates that are polling heavy in the 20s and 30%. You're right now in single digits. Do you honestly believe you have any chance to win this nomination?
Oh, absolutely. We just got started 2.5 weeks ago. And we're running a campaign on. We're going to work harder in every way. We're on the air this week with commercials describing what I'm all about, and we're going to do that in a very big way so people know who Jeff Greene is. In addition, I intend to work on the ground more than any of those other candidates. Yesterday, I had 11 meetings from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, and today we're leaving again after this meeting for more. And I intend to get out there with the people. And so they will see that they have a choice. I think they'll see they have a choice between success and failure. Okay. Jeff Greene, who's had success, creating jobs, working in the economy, making things happen, and three career politicians who have failed us.
All right, we're going to stop it right there. And it looks like he's ready to put his money where his mouth is, spending some of his money, some of his millions to finance this campaign. Jeff Greene, running for U.S. Senate. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.